I feel like I knew when I was a kid that we were going to live in the end times. And I used to foolishly, naively, as a kid, think, well, why doesn't God just get it all over with? Because if it's bound to happen, if the book of Revelations is bound to come true, then why doesn't God just have it come true right now? Why make us wait? Why create more and more people and have us all go through suffering just for it all to end? And I grew up and I realized, okay, there's a word for that. It's called accelerationism. That is not the way to think about things. It's not right. Um, the reason why God doesn't just end things straight away is He creates each person with love in His image. He loves us. He makes us all unique. He gives us all a unique, customized, handmade, like, combination of gifts. And nobody has the same combination of gifts that you have in the way that you have those gifts. You are literally one of a kind. And the reason why He doesn't just end things now, there is so much evil in the world. I think that because Father God has that nature of love and compassion, it's probably very hard for Him to sit back and watch everything. But His compassion is so immense that if He were to end things right now, so many people would go to hell because they don't have Jesus in their lives yet. And so He is waiting to have people be saved. He is waiting to save people, and He is waiting to pour out His knowledge to people during the end times. And it makes me feel happy to see that a lot of people are coming to God. I came to God, and I'm not the type of person, well, I am now, I'm a new creation, but before, when I was younger, I did not really think I would ever have God in my life the way that I do now. And I am not perfect, but I could just see that I am so different now than how I was. It's just crazy. And that's how I know Jesus Christ is real. And I've been listening to a lot of Keith Green lately, and he talks about this, how he knows that Jesus Christ is real. He says Jesus proved He was God, which I'm like, yes, He did. It's crazy. He really did. But because he feels like Jesus changed his life so radically, that is proof that He really is God. And that is what He did for me too. He changed my life so immensely and so radically that I know He's God. I know He is, because I have gone down every avenue you can go down. I've gone down syncretism, New Age, Buddhism, Hinduism, pantheism, Gnosticism, Satanism, hedonism. I've gone through every rabbit hole you could go through, veganism, Jainism, whatever. I've tried so many different life philosophies, belief systems, religions, spiritualities. I have never ever felt fulfilled. But when I have Jesus Christ in my heart, I know He is real. I know He is real because I actually feel a sense of fulfillment, even though I'm tired and I work so hard and I just want to rest. And there's a part of me that's like, okay, God, I want to go home. I want to go to heaven or the new earth or wherever, I'm going to be after this. But I know that God is keeping me here because He has a higher purpose for me, and He has a higher purpose for all of you. And yes, there is so much immense suffering, but we are the ones, we are the church. We have to go out and wake people up. We have to help people, and we have to help the children, because right now there is a true war that's happening on children. And I used to be vegan. I used to think there was a huge war happening on animals because of how they're treated in factory farms, which is still horrible, and I'm still against that to this day. But I didn't realize there was a horrible war happening on human children and on our humankind, our human race. And it's probably been happening for thousands of years, and we're just now waking up to it again. There's nothing new under the sun. And so that's why it's like, when you wake up to that and you know about that and you know about SRA, you just wish it could come to an end. You just wish, like, okay, God, please help this come to an end. But He literally he allows so much suffering to happen, because if you were to go to hell and not be saved before you passed away, that would be the worst suffering, and it would be eternal. And so he allows us to suffer on earth. Time down here, we are experiencing time dilation down here. We are experiencing time dilation because a day to Father God is like 1,000 years down here. So we are experiencing time dilation. Time goes by so fast in heaven compared to what's happening down here. And he's speeding things up. And I can feel that he's speeding things up, because there's times where time is just flying by so fast. It's just going by so fast. The past half of this year has just flown by. Days go by, weeks go by. It's just crazy. But then there's some moments where I feel tired and I feel like time slows down. And I feel God speaks through us through time, because sometimes I'll feel so tired and then I'll sleep for like 6 hours at night, but it'll feel like longer. And I think it's because God is he's changing time in such a way for our benefit. He's making time go by faster to help alleviate suffering, but he's also giving us moments where time goes really slow so that we actually can rest and we can actually relax. And so, yeah, it's just interesting. But when I was a kid, I always felt like I was going to be in the end times. When I was a very young kid, I learned about the book of Revelations from my parents and from the church and from the Bible. And I just always felt like that would be this time. I just always kind of had that feeling that it would be in my lifetime. But as I got older, I did not want it to be in my lifetime. Obviously, it's very tough. It's a big challenge. And it's like we have to try to help wake up people and help people come to God. Because their souls matter. Everyone's soul matters. We are a soul. The body is just this outer layer, this externalization of what we are. This is not truly representative of what we are. We are souls. We are cellular beings. We are energy beings. And energy is just, that's not even the right word for it. But we are eternal. God did not make us to where we could die. The human spirit is meant to be indomitable. We are meant to be powerful beings because we're made in God's image. We are made in God's image. He loves us. He wants to have trust in us so that we could be the gardeners that take care of the planet and take care of each other and love each other. This was not a part of God's plan. This was never a part of God's plan, but we're here now, and we have to suffer the consequences of our own actions, of our own disobedience. We have to take responsibility for that, and we have to redeem ourselves through Jesus Christ. It's the only way we can be redeemed. It's really the only way. You know, if there were other ways, we would all feel fulfilled. We would all feel fulfilled. We would be participating in worldly behaviors, and we would all feel fulfilled right now. The world makes you feel empty inside. It's only God that makes you feel fulfilled. Everything else is just a big farce. It's just fake. The world is just so fake. The only thing that's truly genuine is God. That's where everything good comes from. Love, authenticity, truth, knowledge, wisdom, everything good comes from God, and he pours it down onto us because he loves us. It would be easy for God to turn his eyes away from us and to not look at us and not look at what we're doing to each other. But that is not God's nature. He really does care about all